your worries behind. It's the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, where the fun and laughs are never chatty. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny fun and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy. Brent might derail, go off the track, but Patty's here to bring him back. A Brent might come, oh what a sight. Rants and laughs, it's pure delight. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy.
Oh, Kenny's here too. All right,
Ken.
good. We were lamenting the fact that we were well on time. We had everything up and ready to go, and I'm like, we haven't got one single viewer. And then all of a sudden, bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, all right, here we go. Everybody's showing up. So we're gonna get right to what we're drinking. So
Can't jump that far, baby.
yes, you can. It ain't that far. Go for it, man. Don't let her tell you what you can't do.
Careful.
We got a show to do, so make it quick. Come on, let's go. There you go. That's not that far.
Oh, okay. It seemed like it.
He's not 80 yet. So we had to do the whole blender thing. So we recorded that. I apparently am 80 tonight. So I'm going to fire that up so you can see the process of making this because it smells really good. I think it's going to taste amazing. So we're going to play that. I'm going to mute the mic. I'm going to lift this up so I don't forget. Sorry, I scraped the mic. So we'll fire that up, and then I want to be able to hear it because I've only seen a portion of it. I just wanted to see. The blender's going to be going, so I'll keep an eye on the audio so that's not too loud, but just be warned. So here is how you do the first part. Hey, Shelly, here we go. All right, so just like we did before, I'm going to do the blending part. Oh, should have had this plugged in beforehand. So I know most of you, especially Michael, if he happen to be watching, is going to be rooting for the biggest mess possible. I, of course, am not rooting for that. I'm rooting for nice and smooth. I'd also like to have a plug-in that's not... That's better. All right, so Patty brought that up on her phone, and now this is not working out well. This is working out very, very much bad. All right, so we have to, okay, in a blender, coconut rum, pineapple juice. Oh, we need a ripe banana. Look at there, ripe banana. My least favorite banana. I don't like ripe bananas. I like bananas that have still got green on them. I'm just going to go wild and crazy and throw them in whole.
Why not?
Because why wouldn't you?
Right?
Okay, so 1 ounce of light rum. I use my jigger. I said jigger with a J. There we go. That's light rum. Stop going to sleep. 1 ounce of coconut rum. We bought this just to have this on the show. It's funny that Patty hates coconut but likes coconut rum, but you know, people are different, people are strange, people are weird.
It's not that I hate coconut. I just like it certain ways.
You don't like it? Okay. That was 2 ounces. 2 ounces of pineapple juice. You said the juice is
It's in the bottom.
Fridge.
Way up close.
Whoa! Okay, so 2. That'd be 1. That'd be 2. Ripe banana and a cup of ice. Poof! And I'm just going to use my little scoop.
Yeah. It's in...
Where's my scoop?
It's in the ice bucket.
We're going to say that right there is a cup.
Looks good, right? Looks right.
Okay, so if you're gonna drink, kids, through the week, take a Ziploc bag, empty out your trays, your ice cube trays, and then keep this in the fridge. And then when it comes Saturday night, Friday night, whatever you're drinking, you got a whole bag full of ice and your trays. Pro tip. Follow me for more life hacks.
You're welcome.
So, yes, Patty started doing that. I have to give her the credit. Her phone, on the other hand, is pissing me off. Okay, so light rum, coconut rum, pineapple juice, ripe banana, 1 cup of ice. Okay, blend on high until smooth and creamy. Until thick and frosty. Blend on high until smooth and creamy, until thick and frosty.
Yep.
Which one do you want?
Both.
But pourable. Okay. To create the sunset swirl, pour 1/2 ounce of grenadine directly into the glass. Pour it slowly along the inside of the glass to help it settle to the bottom. Which creates a red sunset effect as the layers beneath the yellow frozen drink. Gently pour the blended banana mixture into the glass over the grenadine. Swirl until remain mostly at the bottom, but may naturally rise to beautiful streaks through the... Pour it in and see what happens. That's what that is.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all that's in there? It
Must-
doesn't look like enough.
That's probably only 1 drink worth, maybe.
Yeah, well, I don't want a whole lot of this anyway.
No.
So, all right. Cool, whatever. So I think the dealio is we're going to do the blending part. We'll put this in the fridge, and then we'll do the rest of it live on the show with the grenadine, right? Because
that
that's
works.
the only other thing is the grenadine.
Yep.
You're not going to want whipped cream.
No.
I definitely do, so.
That's okay.
All right, let's just do smoothie, I guess. No mess. Ha ha. Not yet, anyway. I think that's where we want to be right there.
Yep.
I think.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Everybody was rooting for me to not turn that off. I know,
Right?
I know how it is. I know how it is.
Smell good?
That smells really good. Okay. And I think it's exactly the consistency that they want. So, all right. And now we're going to actually make the drink live on the show.
Perfect.
I have my mic on now. Thank you. So, I got to turn that stereo down.
Let me hand it to me.
No, it's all right. There we go. So, exciting stuff. That's what I said. Okay, let's get... So, there's my mixture. It started to settle a little bit. So, I got smart. Just happened today. So, I'm going to put that along there. Okay, and I want to get that poured in quickly. Yes, I was actually rooting for a mess. See, I know how people are. Okay, all right. It didn't stick to the glass very much.
Pretty.
But yeah, that's cool.
The same, right?
Right? Yeah, it's similar. I guess I didn't bring the picture up. So let's do that. There's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, you can't pour it in fast enough. Jeepers. Oh, golly. All right, let's get rid of that. If anybody needs that again. So, yeah. There we go. I'm whipped cream in mine.
Okay.
You go ahead. Have at her. Maybe I'm going to get whipped cream. Maybe I'm not.
Oh, my.
All right. There we go. And I'll do a mouth shot.
Sam was judging you from the doorway. Oh, jeez.
I'll put a little bit of that grenadine on top too. I said I didn't want much of this, but I'm laying everything right to me. I've been good this week. I've actually done okay as far as eating properly, and I did really good today. So I feel kind of bad that I'm doing this, but it is what it is. Oh, James is here. Awesome. Hi, Mom and Dad. He got the memo.
He got it right this time. He didn't leave Mama out.
I think last week you did it on purpose,
Oh, probably.
just to be a shithead.
Just to be a shithead. Like, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's very, very heavy on the banana. So if you like banana, that would be good. The alcohol's not super strong.
No.
So for people
It's
that
quite nice though.
it is, it would be something for people that like, you could make this if you did the ice and the banana, and maybe had some sort of flavoring like.
You do a mocktail for sure.
I was going to say you could make this and not have any liquor
Oh,
in it,
yeah,
and
sure.
it would be fantastic
Because you could use a coconut juice or whatever.
Because
place of the-
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The grenadine
coconut
doesn't
milk.
have any liquor in it, so you could have
Yeah.
you literally that would be really good. Or if you want to have something with a little bit of liquor in it.
Right. That's nice.
Me likey.
Yeah.
All right.
Finish mine for it settles.
I behaved through the whole. What are we drinking? Well, that's good. I sent you a shot of the view from the kitchen.
He behaved. Good job, Kenny.
The question is always, where did someone send it? Did they text it? Did they send it by Facebook? Did they send it by... Anyway, I found it, so he doesn't have to answer the question, but... Oh, nice.
No. That's very nice.
Yeah, it is. Excellent. Very, very nice.
Pretty.
Okay, cool. Let's get back to the show. I can see the color at the bottom. Yeah, it's
very nice.
it's sort of went to the bottom. I think if you were going to get the effect they were looking for,
Theirs looked a little thicker too.
yeah, I think what you would need is a different product other than grenadine. You could put the grenadine in for the flavor, but I think you'd need like a
Maybe a
like
syrup
some
of
sort of a
sort.
syrup that would actually stay
Coat.
like when people do chocolate syrup, it
Yes.
stays.
Yeah.
This went
So maybe like the ice cream and strawberry syrup or something. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
It looks hair hanging in my face. I can feel it.
Num nums.
Very much so.
Well, show us the picture. Yeah, I can't. I don't easily have it to throw up on the screen. We'll see what we can do before the show is over. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. All right, so we're click. I keep banging into stuff. All right, so we are on to Friday Feels, or when we're off for hiatus, I'm changing. Friday Feels is going away. I'm going to call it Cat's Corner because that's all that's on there. And then the minute I do that, she's going to have a picture of something else. So it doesn't matter.
Likely.
So it's nap time for the kitty cats. They're all having a sleepy sleep. So yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. They're pretty cute when they
Yeah.
sleep.
Sammy had his paw right under his.
They're pretty cute when they're awake, except when they're getting into stuff. So, update on the glasses. Leslie just asked. I'm glad she did because I did want to talk about this. So, something very cool happened. So, I got a call from Leslie. They had some sheets all filled out, 3 of them. And then I get a call from Mom on Sunday saying, hey, just so you know, you can do you can do 2 sets of glasses with 1 sheet. You have to pay for both sets, but you don't have to have a full
Sheet per set.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got 6 of everything, right?
Pardon me. Yes, we did.
And if they have enough, we might go back and get 2 more of the tall ones and 2 more of the short ones, and that'll give us 8 for everything.
Yeah.
So, but right now we've got 6, so it worked out
Then we'd have enough like
perfectly.
at Christmas time or whatever.
That's what I was
For
thinking.
water
They
glass,
could be
something nice.
like I like them for on the show,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
but we've actually gone through and gotten rid of all of our old glasses, and these ones are going in the kitchen. So
Very nice and sturdy too.
a huge thank you to Leslie and Lauren. Lauren is
Yes.
actually the one that came in and dropped them
Dropped
off.
them off, yeah.
He was saving them. So it worked out absolutely perfectly. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Now Leslie said that I didn't have to name the glasses after put her name on them. She was fine with it. We didn't do that. So here's what I'm going to do. So if she's opting out for that,
Call it the Tupperware glass.
nope, I'm going one step further. So I'm going to let the audience name the glasses.
Sure.
Just yours and mine. And maybe 2 more. Maybe we want 4 names. I don't have to have them tonight, although if you come up with something really cool, Patty can write it down.
Yeah, Michael Lawrence sit in with us quite often.
So, and Leslie, if you've got any ideas besides having your name on it, if you want to just give the glass a name, we can do that, because that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think. That's running down my face. I'm so sorry. I wiped my face off. What was left of the whipped cream just went and
Loose?
shoved everything to the side as it was making its way into my gob. Oh, frig.
What's James say?
Dean and Sam.
It's got my vote.
Right? We may have to name all of the glasses. All right, perfect.
That's a good one, James.
So,
Mom, I like
right, she's playing to his audience, right? Exactly.
He's scoring brownie points.
I wanted to let you know Marlene Tracy is watching.
Oh, hey, Marlene.
But for some reason,
Hey,
her
Brenda.
YouTube won't let her comment. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
Brenda says she's got a sheet for you and would mail it, but... Oh, yeah, is the strike on?
I
For
have
the-
no idea.
Okay. She's got mail and then the poop emoji, so...
The mail system.
Name them
is
after the
shit.
Hobbits. Okay, there's another good one.
Oh, that's a good idea too, Michael Man.
Leslie said she has to join. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
have
You have to have an account.
an account, and if she's no strike yet, okay. Click on the live chat. All right, okay, that may be what she has to do too. You do have to have an account in order to comment. I do know that.
Oh, gotcha.
So so if you weren't signed into your account, you
Right.
wouldn't be able to comment.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's the only. There's always drawbacks to everything, right?
Right.
But it's free to sign up, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
good
right.
as well. Let's get on to the Pattyism. Excuse me very much, and the
Certainly.
Brentism for this week. I said I didn't want a lot of that, but now I want another one.
Yeah, it had a very nice summery flavor, didn't it? Like it was just.
Every woman has a bit of Maryland inside of her. You just have to find out whether it's Monroe or Manson. Truer words have
I
never
don't
been
have any Monroe.
truer words have never been spoken.
I'm not built like
Couldn't
Monroe.
I couldn't that first week, and once I signed up, it let me. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Sticking to the same sort of theme, the Brentism for this week. Marriage is finding out your wife has 2 settings, absolute angel and mildly homicidal. And the switch is usually flipped by hunger, hormones, or your breathing. I don't want to say anything that's going to get me in trouble, but let's just say that gets amplified at a certain point in a woman's life. Let's leave it at that, so that I don't get clobbered during or after the show. Yeah. Amplified is a really good word. Patty, of course, is reading a new book, and she found I'm assuming you just like the picture?
I did. I thought it was
Okay.
really cute.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I
I was thinking of summer.
Oh,
reading.
okay.
Yeah.
All
And this
right.
is the book that Dawn lent me to read.
okay. So you're currently reading this
yes.
one?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just nicely started it the other night.
So, thoughts so far on the Midnight Library? Because it says one library, infinite lives. So don't
I
spoil it.
haven't got very far into it because when I started reading, we were starting to get sort of drifty.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, we were drifting.
yeah.
Off to sleep, huh?
Right. I'll pick it up again tomorrow.
Okay.
But what I've read so far was interesting. So
Okay, maybe I'll mail it then, thanks. Okay, cool. Right on.
thanks, Brenda.
That would be awesome. Marlene does, and she usually comments like every other week she did, but this week for some reason she can't. She's gonna wait and get her daughter to fix it. Oh, okay, okay, perfect.
Awesome.
That's all right. We will put her name on the list,
That's right. It's already down here.
and she can just go ahead and send the messages through Maureen,
Right.
and then she can type them on there.
That's right.
So because that I've given Maureen a job for the. I voluntold her. I'm sure she wouldn't mind anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So also this week, of course, and this is another good one. Shit or get off the pot. Shapely buns or manly buns, which immediately made me think of a man bun.
Right.
Which I'm like, no. I mean, I don't judge. People can do whatever they want to with their hair. It's just not anything for me.
Right.
So I went with the faux hawk. You can't
I
really
do
see
like
it
that.
because I don't have a whole lot of hair. Plus, I had it cut off. But anyway, it feels much better.
Yeah, it looks better too.
And of course, there is some graffiti, and this is so good. You can see that it's a flow chart. Sup, dude? Pissing or pooping? Did you lift the lid? No, lift it. Yes. Don't lie. Lift it. And I love the fact that pooping just says, enjoy.
I laughed so hard when I saw that one.
Somebody took some time to figure that out in their head and maybe make notes on a piece of paper and then I go, okay, I'm going to write this on the back of the...
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, because normally when I read the graffiti for the bathroom, I usually am thinking that it was a guy because it's a stupid guy thing to write on a bathroom wall, right?
Yeah.
It's not really much of a female thing to do or a woman thing to do. That one I think may have possibly been done by a female because of the lifting the seat part.
Quite neat.
Right? Yeah, that and it's not like haphazardly done. It's got some thought behind it. So, or the idea came from a woman,
Right.
and then a man went in and went, "Yeah, I can make that happen." If I enter YouTube through my browser, I don't see chat. It reminds me to go to the app. But I do have an account and have subscribed. Okay. James wants to know if we're popping over tonight. No, I've been drinking, so because this isn't the first I've had. And just let me know if there's something you need. We can probably figure something out. I'm sure Marlene laughed at that. She said, gee, thanks. All right, so let's get to the birthday club as well for this week. I set that up. Normally, I pop them up. Actually, I could probably move that one a little bit down here. And then we'll take this guy and make him a little smaller over here. And then we can sort of join them.
Yeah.
There we go. What? Oh. Brent, you should have thought this over beforehand. All right. So the reason we've only got two pictures is that the two people pictured together both have a birthday today. Now, clearly they're not the same age. So Tim Allen is 72. He was born in 1953. And Kat Dennings, who is with him, born on the same date in 1986. So she's 39 years old. And, of course, beside them is Chris Evans, who's 44, born in 1981. So Tim Allen, of course, I mean, everybody knows Tim Allen. He was in Home Improvement. He was in Last Man Standing. He was in Shifting Gears, which is the current one. He voiced Buzz in the Toy Story movies. He was in the Santa Claus movies. Like, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
We started watching Shifting Gears. I didn't really care for it. It wasn't really my thing. I know lots of people love it. It just isn't. And
we love Kat Dennings and we like Tim Allen.
I think the problem is that I wanted it to be Two Broke Girls.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
Or to be, what was the other show? Wasn't there another one she did?
She was been in WandaVision and...
No, was there another television show she was on?
There is. We haven't watched it yet.
No. The one I'm thinking of was what's her face from Oh, the one where they had the cafe with the cats and the whole cat cafe.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
You're thinking
That's
of
the
Mayan
problem.
Bialik.
That's who I'm thinking of, exactly. So, of course, as I said, Kat was in Two Broke Girls. Darcy Lewis in the Thor movie. She was in WandaVision. Of course, she's in Shifting Gears. Dollface, I forgot.
That's
about
another
that.
TV show.
Okay.
We haven't started it one yet, but
And
it's
Chris,
older. But
Chris Evans, everybody knows who Chris Evans is. That's
Yeah.
Captain America. He was in the Fantastic Four movies, Red One. He's just tons of stuff. Great,
Deadpool, Wolverine.
fantastic. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Fantastic actors and actress, all of them in their own right. So happy birthday to them. Now they can just go away. I wield the power of the button. All right. We're doing a show, dude. Calm down. Seriously, go home. Your mama's calling for you. Ziggy was here, LOL. You'd be surprised what chicks write on bathroom stalls. Okay,
Yeah.
see, I stand to be corrected in all of that. So if you're somewhere and you see one, take a picture, send it to
Yeah,
Patty.
right.
I love the new show. I knew that Leslie had said before that she liked it. Kat's the voice of Leah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
I did know that.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. Big Mouth is so
I
funny.
know. We're gonna get caught up.
It is so incredibly wrong in many aspects, but it is not for the faint of heart.
No.
It absolutely is not. If you don't like crude humor, if you don't like, but if you do, then go ahead and watch it. We laugh like school kids watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, my land. Okay, so what else have we got here? It's everybody's stomach's favorite part of the show. It's Vintage Views. All right. I know you guys love this. You guys just make this stuff after the show is done, I'm sure. More hurl-worthy food from the Nice and Queasy Cookbook series. Chicken and parsley mold. Again with the mold word.
I know.
Come on. Cut up chicken, onion, bay leaf, salt, pepper, parsley, boiled eggs, all combined together with gelatin and water, and then refrigerated for a few hours or overnight and served cold. Whoever came up with this recipe clearly did not like their family. How much liquor do people have to drink before eating this gelatin horror slop? It makes me think of solidified soup. Okay, you know what? You can just calm down with the comments. Because solidified soup is a phrase I, until right now, had never heard of. And it's horrifying.
You're welcome.
Solidified soup. I've seen frozen soup, but solidified. Jeez. It looks like it's molding, right? Right?
Yeah.
They got the name right.
The name was correct.
The reason it's
Apt.
molding, right? It's apt. It's apt. The reason it's molding is because of the fact that it sat in the fridge and nobody ate it.
Right?
Holy smokes! Everything goes with gelatin. Yeah, I don't think so.
The best place for that dish is in the trash.
The best place for that dish, much like that old. The question is a riddle, I guess, is how do you dismantle an atomic bomb? And the answer is you don't build it in the first place. That's how
Right.
you. That's the answer to that. So it's the same with that thing. It's how do you get rid of it? Just don't make it in the first place. Just don't go there. All right. Interesting AF. I'm definitely going to need my notes because for the life of me, I can't remember what was. Oh, right. Oh, this is interesting AF. Poof. Push the buttons right. The bright. Wow. Whew. All right. That's Screamin' Reels IPA. Saltwater Brewery creates an edible six-pack ring. So that's what is holding those cans together. The devastating effects that plastic six-pack rings can have on both wildlife and the environment have been proven time and time again. While many iterations of the packaging have been seen over the years, here's a look at a very creative and sustainable alternative to the standard six-pack ring. A small Florida-based brewery has released an edible and biodegradable six-pack holder in hopes of saving marine life and cutting down on the amount of plastic in the ocean. Saltwater Brewery's edible six-pack holder is made up of beer byproducts like barley and wheat remnants, which are left over from the brewing process. So if the rings end up in the ocean, it will safely disintegrate. The company also said the packaging can be safely eaten by animals that may come in contact with it. That is a fantastic idea.
Right.
So there's a shot of the top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks
And
like...
a couple holes to hang on to it.
Yeah. It's...
It's like cardboard almost.
It does.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say, was it just looks like cardboard, but my brain just wouldn't let me say the words. And then, fish can just like pick away at it and eat it, or if it makes
Turtles,
its way to the
whatever,
bottom, it'll just make its way back into the ecosystem.
Right.
So that's the thing is that is a really, really good
And
idea.
if an animal gets their head in it, it's just going to break down. It's not going to cause them any issues.
Well, yeah, it's just going to break apart as they are moving and growing and stuff. It's just going to pop off.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing is when humans are put in a situation where, that particular thing is not good for whatever.
Right.
We really need to come up with a solution. Eventually, because we are fairly
Creative,
intelligent and creative,
Yeah.
exactly. Somebody goes, "Hey, what if we did this?"
Right.
We've got, and that's the other thing I like is it's a byproduct of what they do.
Right. They're not wasting anything.
Right? They take this and they go, well, we're just going to mold it into this.
That's recycling at its finest.
Absolutely, 100%. It's
Using
really
their
smart.
noodle for more than a hat rack.
Well, and that could spread so quickly
Right.
to other breweries, especially if...
And they really don't want to promote people throwing things in the ocean, but they want to be able to say our product is not going to harm any wildlife or the environment.
And that's the thing. I thought about that. I'm like, this is just, this is encouraging people to throw stuff in the ocean. It's not really.
Yeah.
It's making it so that if you do happen to be, I mean, not that you should be drinking and driving either, but if you're traveling with your liquor, or you're on a boat where there are boats that you can drink on, and you've got something, the wind takes it, or you know what I mean, like one of those accidental things. You don't have to go, shoot that. No, it's fine. Or if you want a little entertainment, you pop that off and go, hey, there's some fish. Throw it like a frisbee, and then watch them. I'm sure that's the noise it'd make.
Maybe. I have no idea.
You don't know? Oh, shoot. I was thinking I wouldn't eat that. All the people whose hands have touched.
Right?
So for human consumption. I mean, and then, Michael wants to know how it tastes. I mean, if it's edible for fish and marine wildlife and all that type of thing, and it's just a byproduct of
It's
barley
going to taste
and
quite
wheat.
yeasty, probably.
I don't imagine. I guarantee you that
Somebody will try it.
No, they already have.
Yeah.
They already have. Somebody has already had 2 or 3 beverages, and then went, oh, what does this taste like? Crunch.
Probably.
And if they're smart, they go, yeah, it's not bad. Here, Steve, try some. And Steve goes, it's awful. It tastes like old stale beer. That's because that's what it is. All right. No, I already did that. I already did that one. I know what's up. Do you know what's up?
I know what's up.
I don't, because I didn't click the button. Your order's up. All right, what do we got here? Yeah. I read just a tiny little snippet of it. This is in. Is that the one you said you weren't sure how to? I'm going to say it's Grand Doogie.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I stand to be
I
corrected.
meant to look it up and I just completely forgot.
We're going to say it's Grand Doogie, New Brunswick. It is ballet by the ocean. So let's get a couple other pictures up here because there were some. Those people have clothes on. Don't anybody get excited, please, and thank you. Okay. It's all good. They're not nude. Okay. But they've got good food. They're not nude, but they've got good food. Immerse yourself in the scenic backdrop of one of New Brunswick's most stunning natural habitats, the Atlantic Ocean. New original choreography by Igor, that's the name I can't pronounce, Dobrovolsky. Inspired by and created especially for the location. Performed on an outdoor stage and set on the beautiful southeast shores of New Brunswick. Experience a delicious local food tasting by renowned chefs Altier Tony, featuring specialties of the region made, grown, and cultivated here in New Brunswick. Ballet by the Ocean takes place in a private setting on a protected wetland in Grand Doogie. A detailed map with the directions will be emailed to you once you've booked your ticket. Okay, so this isn't for everybody to know. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Experience a delicious local 3-course meal by renowned chefs featuring specialties of the region made, grown, and cultivated here in New Brunswick. The summer series runs from July the 3rd to August 9th of 2025. Thursdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Duration is 2 hours. 3-course menu is prepared by your chefs. Tickets are $240 per person. So if you really like great food and ballet, like I said, I told you they had clothes on.
It'd be quite an experience.
It
That
really,
chowder
really,
looks amazing.
everything looks amazing.
I like ballet. Very pretty.
Again, there are so many things that, some people say, well, it's $240 per person. Well, you're going to get one heck of a meal by the looks of things.
Yeah.
You are going to be entertained if you're a fan of ballet like
Yeah.
yourself. If you don't know anything about it like me, you're going to experience something, new. And you don't have to travel all over the world. There's
No.
so many things right here in New Brunswick. There's so many things in Canada, but so
Yeah.
many things right here in the Maritimes and New Brunswick to go do.
Which is what I've been trying to showcase lately. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we really need to be talking about, right? Is local. Just buy beer by the dozen, problem solved. Oh, golly. There you go. I don't have a problem with that. All
Beer
right.
out by the gin.
What? Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, no, God. I'm so
Don't
sorry.
start.
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. I was trying to fend it off, and it was just like, nah, just never mind, dude. You're yawning. It is time to go on a road trip. So, boom, right there. You'll see that is a Guinness World Record. That is because that is the world's largest snow maze. Maureen sent this in. This is really cool. The world's largest snow maze is located in St. Adolphe? Adolphe, yeah, there's no Adolphe, Manitoba. It's, of course, here in Canada. It was officially recognized by Guinness World Records in 2019. The maze is part of a Maze in Corn, a local attraction that also features a corn maze in the summer, and it's located just outside of Winnipeg. The maze is built with snow and is known for its intricate design and size, taking visitors approximately 45 minutes to navigate. Enjoying the challenge of the snowy maze, admire the snow carvings and buildings, slide down Snow Mountain, warm up by a bonfire, be brave and try the giant luge run, try a variety of snow games, and of course, a cup of hot chocolate or an adult drink at the snow bar. So of course we have some more pictures. So that is an aerial shot. That is really cool, and clearly there must be some things to do. It looks like there's something.
There's
in
all
the
kinds of
corner.
activities.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat for this place. I mean, they do summer activities, so
Yeah.
why not expand?
Why not? Right?
Keep it
I think it's a
going.
great idea. I think
Yeah.
somebody here who has a corn maze should do the same thing. Hunter Brothers, I'm looking at you.
Right?
Why don't you go for the Guinness World Record and see if you can't beat these? Get a little competition going on
Right.
there. That's it at night. If they run it at night, which I don't know if there's enough light there too.
That's why they have the lit up.
No, but in the
Yeah.
center it looks like it's a little dark. That would be awesome.
Yes.
And maybe they provide some flashlights or something like that.
Well, and I think they just had it lit like so for the picture.
Just to get some pictures.
But then I saw some of the pictures where there was more lights.
Yeah, the nighttime shot is
Yeah.
just amazing. I absolutely love that. And there's some challenges and whatnot. Find the 3 fires, find the center lookout point, find the mini Bale pyramid, find the snow domes, find the exit. That's going to be important. Try the other direction. That is the only one that threw me, was the try the other direction. So I'm wondering if there is another way out.
Yeah, I was wondering if they meant go in reverse. Like,
Oh, okay.
Go, like, instead of
back
going one
through.
side, go
Yeah.
back through the other side.
Spend 3 or 4 hours here. That's what they're saying.
Right?
There's the snow bar, which literally is made out of snow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's just such. People are so
The detail.
Right. They're so creative. I absolutely love this stuff. So that's the outside of the bar, I'm
Yes.
assuming, because
And that's
I'm
the- yeah.
seeing the doorway going inside.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's the inside on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like snow tables and whatnot in there as well, and so on and so forth.
That would be a lot of fun to go see.
Yeah.
And of course, no road trip is complete without a funny sign. Danger, ninjas, and pirates, and lasers and shit. That's the sign I want on my property.
Right?
Frickin' lasers. That's good stuff. Holy smokes. Mike Myers would be proud.
He would.
I thought everyone might find it interesting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was very cool,
Thanks for
Marie.
sending
Thank
that
you.
in. That's really good stuff. They made a movie on W this winter with the maze. That'd be cool. You missed out on that one. You have to get on that.
I don't watch that channel very well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. All right. If I open that up and I click that correctly, it's time for, and say it with me now.
Say what now?
Mine was a little off this week. It's the banana. I blame the banana.
You're verklempt.
I'm verklempt. It's such a good character by
I
Mike
know.
Myers. Speaking of Mike, oh my land.
And
Talk amongst yourselves.
right?
Here's the topic. A peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. Discuss. What a friggin' genius. I saw an interview with him not too long ago, and I think it was an older one because he was dressed in like a military outfit, which I think may have been from a movie that he was doing.
Probably.
Or depending on when it was shot. And I don't know how old the interview is, but he was talking about where he's from, and like his family's from Liverpool. He was born in, well, actually, I think he was born
He was
in
born
England.
here.
Oh, he was
His
born here.
parents
Okay.
came
His
over.
parents came over. But of course, everybody knows who he is over there as well. And he goes, "There's like 6 faces in Liverpool." And he said, I go
remember that
over.
one.
Yeah. And he was saying, the taxi driver's like, "Hey, Mike, you're a good fellow there. Where do you go?" He goes, "My face." The butcher is saying, "Hey, how you doing today?" "My face." He goes, "I have one of the 6 faces." It's so good. Oh, golly. About the maze, I just watched the other day. I had it on my par from October.
PVR maybe.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, absolutely. That makes way more sense. I understand that. So let's get to what we're talking about for Say What Now. So Goldfish is doing awesome sauce, but what's awesome sauce?
You have to read it out.
Oh, okay, cool. That'd be a good idea.
Right?
Don't ask Kenny. A new flavor of Goldfish crackers is heading to the shelves this summer, and it's bringing a returning flavor with it. The Pepperidge Farm-owned snack brand debuted an awesome new flavor, and it's likely not something fans would expect, or at least guess on the first, second, or even third try. Officially described as a sweet, smoky, and tangy. As sweet, smoky, and tangy. The new variety is inspired by a restaurant favorite condiment. And no, it's not mustard, ketchup, ranch, queso, or barbecue flavored. Awesome sauce is typically made with some combination of mayo, mustard, ketchup, vinegar, garlic, onion, black pepper, and sugar. That does sound pretty awesome. So yeah, that would be tasty. I don't need any of those. I'll probably try them anyway. Tic Tac's getting in the game. Tic Tac Chewies. That's called gum, guys.
Right.
Tic Tac
It's not
has officially entered the candy realm with its new Tic Tac Chewy. They've been candy for a long time. Sorry to tell you, they got sugar in them. These new candies are the same as cylindrical shape as traditional mint Tic Tacs, but are colorful and have a crunchy exterior and chewy interior, with layers and layers of intense fruit flavors. There are 2 flavors to choose from: Fruit Adventure and Sour Adventure. your favorite sour adventure. Each option is a mix of 5 fruity flavors: cherry, apple, orange, lemon, and grape, with one being on the sour side. The Tic Tac was first introduced by the Italian confectionery manufacturer Ferrero. I did not know that.
I didn't either.
In 1969. So everything great came out in 1969. I've said that for years. The best year ever. It has been known for its mince scents. Well, the brand has released many unique flavors of its popular mints, ranging from Sprite to strawberry and cream. This new candy venture is the first of its kind for Tic Tac, bringing the brand into a whole new territory. I wish that guy could find his house. He keeps wandering around here, not knowing where home is.
Probably that idiot down the road.
Possibly, I don't know. And Blue Diamond is getting in the ketchup game. Blue Diamond Almonds ketchup flavor are all covered in a ketchup flavored seasoning that mimics the condiment, but also the popular Canadian potato chip flavor. With the perfect balance of tangy, sweet, and savory goodness, you get a snack that delivers the bold hit of flavor you crave with the satisfying crunch of Blue Diamond Almonds. They do make a really good almond.
Yeah, and they have them at Costco. Nice size bag too.
Oh, there you go.
We saw them down there.
Yeah, okay.
Or at least I did. You were at the cash already.
The biggest thing, like I said before we did the show, because I saw the picture and I knew it was coming up. The biggest thing with ketchup is ketchup flavoring has sugar in it, because ketchup has sugar in it. That's why I like ketchup, because it doesn't taste like tomatoes. It's made out of tomatoes, but there's so many other things going on, sugar being one of them, that it's like, yeah, no, I like ketchup. So I know in order to get that flavor, there's going to be sugar in it, and I'm trying to cut back on that. So I'd have to look and see what the breakdown was for, because I think a lot of times they do like half a cup for nuts or a third of a cup or whatever. And I think if I eased back and went, okay, I'm going to stick with my regular almonds, but I'm going to throw a couple of those in.
A little bit of change of flavor.
I might be able to do that, because it's nice to be able to have.
Good.
Yeah, there's no doubt it'd be good. I mean, for those of us who like the ketchup flavoring, like you and I, it would be fantastic. Orange always reminded me of children's baby aspirin. I never thought of that, but she is 100% right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is, Leslie, because I like the orange ones out of all
the Tic Tacs.
The Tic Tacs.
Mom had Tic Tacs all the time.
Yeah, I love
and
the orange.
what were the other little mints, the round ones? They were really good.
Certs.
That's it. I like those too.
Yeah. I don't think you can get certs anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Apparently, there was something in certs. It was some sort of an additive that they put in for flavoring or for something that they found out was not really good for folks.
That sucks.
And it was like, yeah. And I think, now this is just my own little conspiracy theory. Do you remember how smooth they felt on the tongue?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Whatever made it smooth is bad for you. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Certs, and there was another one. Mom always had certs in her purse.
Yeah, so did my mother. Not Tic Tacs.
But there's another one that, Tic Tacs. Mom didn't carry Tic Tacs, but she had certs, and there was another one, and it's not Lifesavers or anything like that. There was another, either a mint or something like that was popular at that same time, and I cannot remember what the name of it is.
I know, but it's a lot of Vicks, but you can still get those.
Everything looks good. I'd try all of it. Right? I'm with you, Maureen. Yeah, Leslie says certs. But yeah, I don't. I'll think of it someday when I'm not on the show, and then I'll be like, I gotta write that down somewhere, and then I'll put it on a piece of paper, and it'll go through the wash. So now it's time for this.
The weird and wild wonders of the world.
All right, this. You found this?
Yes. This
is one of the best W4s we have ever had, in my opinion. It's where I got the title for this show. I like big nests, and I cannot lie. You other birdies can't deny.
Right.
Okay, so that right there, let's get right into it. That is the sociable weaver. Nests of most songbirds are made small and hidden, made by one bird or a pair, and function only to hold, hide, and protect one clutch of eggs and subsequent young. Those of the sociable weavers in
just say Southern Africa.
Southern Africa, okay. I think it's Namibia, if I'm not.
Yeah, something like that.
And Kalahari Desert.
Kalahari.
Kalahari Desert, sorry, in southern Africa do much more. So let's get some pictures up because that is exactly what you think. It is so weird because the brain goes, that can't be right, but it is. Those are hydro lines, and that is a pile of nests. There are the world's largest and most populated tree houses, weighing up to a ton or more and ranging up to 20 feet wide and 10 feet tall. One of these communal homes contains 100 or more nesting chambers, or apartments if you will. They're refurbished and reused, with residents adding new ones over successive generations, often for more than a century. Each generation inherits, builds on, and profits from the environment created by its predecessors. Unlike most weave birds, sociable weave birds don't weave their nests like huts. They don't weave their nests. Their nests don't look like huts. Sorry, complete with a sloping thatched grass roof that sheds rain. The structure grows as the birds add new apartments, inserting dry grasses into the bottoms and sides. Each of the 100 or more breeding pairs tends its own compartment. The couples line the interior with soft, downy plant material and construct a private entrance, a 10-inch long, 1-inch wide passageway out of downward pointing spiky straws. That keeps out snakes. Let's get a couple more pictures going on here. So there's another version of it.
They'll build just about anywhere.
With dozens and dozens of entrances packed closely together, the underside of the communal home has a honeycomb appearance. Like a human apartment building, the sociable weaver's home shelters all of its residents from the elements. It blocks direct sunshine. It also protects them from rain, drought, and cold. Such protection is critical in the bird's native Kalahari. Temperatures can climb to 110 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer and dip to 14 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter. For many animals, scorching summer temperatures demand water for evaporative cooling, and most birds regularly need water to shed excess body heat by gullular fluttering, a process similar to panting in which increased air movement on the moist throat area accelerates evaporative water loss. But retreating into the communal nests at high temperatures, the sociable weavers save water otherwise needed to dissipate heat, and it enables them to get by without drinking for days at a time. Not needing to be near water may have allowed the birds to expand their ranges into otherwise inhospitable areas. When the mercury drops in the winter, the birds spend nights in the nest, saving the energy otherwise needed for shivering to keep warm, thereby saving food. Some apartments used by pairs rearing their young during the breeding season can convert into housing for up to 5 adults during the cold season. When frost blankets the desert, they huddle together indoors where the temperature stays about 60 degrees Fahrenheit above that outside.
So it's toasty.
Yeah, with the communal nest serving as a year-round dormitory and refuge, it's understandable that the young of those already sociable birds are reluctant to leave their home after the fledge. Instead, they stay on, earning their keep, helping their parents feed subsequent broods. Let's get some more pictures popped up here, too. They're pretty little guys.
They are.
Despite their precautions, sometimes Cape cobras and boomslangs will often invade the nest. Once they get in, they will eat all the eggs in all the chambers. One scientific study placed the damage as high as 70%. Yet the sociable weaver is a pragmatic breed. One pair of birds was recorded producing 9 broods because of consistent visits by snakes in the nest. In other words, they keep going until it works. When there's space in the nest, when there is space in the nest, they are not bothered by other birds making their home there as well. The red-headed finch, rosy-faced lovebird use it to breed. The familiar chat and ashy tit will use it to roost and escape from the sunshine for a short time. There have been cases of owls, vultures, and falcons making the nest platform their own. This is a type of communalism, which is a term for interaction where one species gets benefits, but the other species is neither benefited or harmed. So look at that one.
You can see there's
I don't-
more all the way down the
I
lines.
don't know. Like, it's got to be, if they're protected, I'm assuming that's why they're not tearing these down, but that's got to be a tremendous amount of weight for that pole to hold.
Yeah,
that.
I saw some pictures where some of them were bent over, and sometimes the nest will collapse from the weight if they're on something flimsy.
That looks really cool, though.
Yeah, that gives you the honeycomb appearance.
Bunch of buttholes. But it poops out birds.
Right?
And look at that. I love that picture. Like, what are you doing? Oh, golly. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. Nature is just so cool,
I know.
right?
What's
And
about the nest?
I had, until I saw that, I had no idea, none.
Yep.
That I wouldn't even imagine if somebody was explaining to me, I'd be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That's, no, that's not a thing. That doesn't happen.
pretty cool.
Diversity in the animal world. Right, exactly. I love the flavor of baby aspirin, and the orange Tic Tac are my favorite. Yeah, right? Right, absolutely. Oh, Brenda had to run. Got to drop in, visitor. Have a great okay. She's probably already gone. See you, Brenda.
Yep, see you, Brenda.
Alrighty. Of course, it is time now for Stupid Criminal, my new favorite intro. As always, we'll be right back.
In Woodstock, weekenders are represented by two separate groups: those who tune into the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, and the criminals who don't. These are their stories.
Alrighty, let's get to Stupid Criminal. I almost clicked mix up again and started the video. Alright, we've only got one photo this week. And Patty doesn't actually have a photo of the criminal per se, but we do have a story to tell you. The burglar who left too many clues. Andrew Bodwin, 36, of Australia, spent 4 years in jail for broke into
I've made a mistake. I meant to fix it and I forgot. For breaking.
40 lashes. For breaking into numerous cars, often by smashing a window. He took any money he found from the cars, and one occasion stole a laptop that he later swapped for drugs. Shocker. Bodwin also broke into numerous homes, stole a handbag from an office, and even stole a backpack from a tour guide at the Sacred Heart Cathedral in his search for drug money. He was arrested and charged with 24 offenses for being released on bail. An hour after being bailed out, he decided it would be a good idea to commit even more burglaries. At the scene of one of the burglaries, Bodwin dropped the sheet the police gave him that detailed his previous charges. The extensive charge sheet, 24 various offenses, was found beside a laundry hamper. Police think Baldwin dropped it in a panicked attempt to climb out the window after being disturbed at mid-burglary. A couple of hours later, another burglary spot, he dropped a DVD of his interview with police. Okay, I wondered what that disc was. Somewhere near some window screens he broke into, gaining entrance to the building. Which, this guy needs pockets or something. Right. Which is clearly labeled with his name and what the DVD had on it. Unsurprisingly, Bodwin was caught pretty quickly and brought up an additional 30 charges. Holy. When he was arrested, he was not offered bail. Yeah, he'd already screwed that up. The court heard Bodwin had been out of jail for 3 months after serving a 4-year sentence, but then quickly returned to crime, being charged again with a couple of dozen new accounts. Barely broke his stride before he was back in, before leaving evidence behind and linking him to the crimes. Since his most recent arrest, he had finally been making strides to kick his long drug habit, well, good for him, and straighten himself out. The judge sentenced him to 6 months in jail, wholly suspended for 12 months, in order for him to complete a 12-month community-based order where he will be required to undergo frequent drug testing. Well, you know, look, I hope. Okay, let's just break this down for starters. How can you be in that big of a hurry that you're not going, yeah, I need to get rid of this stuff? And does he have to hang on to that DVD and paper by law? Is it a courtesy thing that they give to him? Like, okay, here's your, you know, if you need to talk to
Well,
her,
if he has to give it to a probation officer or something, maybe.
Or give it to his lawyer. But
Right.
put it someplace.
Right?
I mean, if you're going to be like, nope,
If you're staying anywhere, maybe he didn't have a place to stay yet.
you could stash that somewhere.
Right.
You could go to a park somewhere, and you could.
Bus station and get one of the little
Get-
rockers.
Well, no, but I mean, even if he doesn't have money for that type of thing, like you can get a Ziploc bag somewhere or a plastic bag from, well, not so much now from stores, but
Yeah.
you could find something to put that in. Supposing you took the paper and shoved it into a bottle and put the cap on it and then set the DVD underneath of it and just hid it somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't walk around with it, you numbskull. That's somebody who wants to get caught. That's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But it sounds like he's trying to get things straightened out.
Sounds like it.
And
yeah.
I'm all for people
Straightening out.
getting their life all straightened out and all that
Yeah.
type of thing. But yeah, it's you talk about bad luck, right?
Yeah.
Like it'll,
I mean, to get out of jail, you've served your time, and they
right?
go, well, you know what?
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Right.
But how
and then get bailed out
how are
after that and go right back at it. Less than an hour.
how are they going to catch me? I'll leave some clues. Do the same Blues Clues.
It was going to be blue.
Clues, clues.
He was blue when he got arrested, I'm sure.
Right.
Down in the dumps.
Holy frig, unreal. That's someone on drugs that wasn't thinking. And there's the problem
Exactly,
right
yeah,
there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's to him getting his life straightened out. Although it sounds like it's going to take a while, I would say, by the looks of things.
Well, at least he's on the right track.
All right, look at that. It's 10:01. We slid right in with perfect timing.
Right.
And I've got a list of folks here who watched with us. Thank you so very much. Let's see if we can't. Oh, look at that! If I squeeze it just right, it works. So big thanks, of course, to everybody that watches live, and a big thanks to people that watch afterwards. I know we're on a little bit late for some folks sometimes, but that's okay. We appreciate every view that we get, all of them. But a big thank you tonight to Lorne and Michael and Becky, and Kathy and Doug and Maureen and Ken and Shelley and Leslie and James, and get that in the right spot, Brent, and Marlene and Brenda and Brian and Sue. Thank you guys so very much. Of course, we will see you again next week. We're not on hiatus until we get to the end of the month, and then we'll be off for a couple of months to make some more improvements to your favorite show, and this one too. Don't forget, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Good night, everybody.
We hoped you had fun, but now we must run. But we'll see you all next Friday. We thought you should know that you make the show, 'cause without you there wouldn't be one. So take